What's up guys, Rigged here, back with another Rainbow Six Siege video, but today I'm not going to be playing Rainbow Six, but I'm going to be showing you how to get the most FPS you can with your machine. Before we get started guys, make sure that you boot Siege off of the Vulkan engine rather than the original engine, because the Vulkan engine gives you that FPS boost. Alright guys, first thing you want to do as soon as you get over under display in settings, head over to your display mode and change it to full screen, because full screen allows you to get the most FPS possible from your PC. And next we have refresh rate. Refresh rate, I recommend you to keep it at the max you can. Since I have a 60 Hz monitor, I can't even change this, but if you have like a 144 Hz monitor, I'm pretty sure it will let you change between the amount of hertz you want. I recommend that you keep it at the maximum possible. For aspect ratio, this is totally personal preference. I keep mine at 4:3 because I like stretched resolution gameplay because I find it easier. You can keep it at auto if you want, because it really doesn't make that much of a difference. Okay, moving over to VSync, I recommend that you guys turn this thing off, because it limits your FPS if you have it on and you don't want that. But if your PC does have some thermal problems, like it can't really like keep itself cool that well and the temperatures are crazy, then I recommend you to keep it at 1 frame. Don't put it at 2 frame, because that limits your FPS by half. Do not put it at 2 frame, put it at 1 frame. And field of view, this is personal preference, but I recommend you to keep it higher than the default, because the default field of view is just crazy low. I don't understand how people even play with that. Just keep it above 60. I put mine at 85. It's whatever you want. Alright guys, as soon as you head over to the graphics category, head over to texture quality, and for texture quality you can set it anything you want, because it doesn't affect your FPS that much, because it basically depends on the amount of VRAM you have. If you got like 1 gig of VRAM, keep it at the lowest. If you got like 8 gigs, you can keep it at very high. Alright, for texture filtering, I keep mine at 8x, but you can also keep it at linear 2x or 4x depending on your VRAM. If you got I have 6 gigs of VRAM as shown here, so I keep mine at 8x. Maybe I could go higher, but I choose not to. I'd rather get a little bit more juice out of my card. You should keep in mind, the higher you go, the slower it will be to render all of this, and that can cost you some frames. So if you are on a very low end PC, then just put it on linear. Moving over to LOD quality, I keep mine at ultra, because this can really help you when you're in a gunfight and you need to see very far. It can definitely help you, because if you put it at low, you're literally gonna see nothing. If you keep it, the higher you keep it at, the more you'll see, and the more you see, the bigger of an advantage it can be in a gunfight. So keep this at the maximum possible that your graphics card can support. I think dedicated graphics cards can handle ultra, but if your graphics card seriously can't handle ultra, try to keep it at medium or high. Moving over to shadow quality, I recommend that you keep this at the maximum possible, because this can help you see where enemies are. For example, you're peeking a corner and you see the shadow, it can help you pinpoint the location because you see the shadow. Very high and high, not big of a difference. If you really want high quality shadows, keep it at high, but just keep in mind it will eat up your FPS, so I keep mine at medium. Reflection quality, I keep this at low. Ambient occlusion, I turn that thing off. Lens effect off. Zoom in depth of field off. Anti-aliasing, I keep this at TAA, the first option. You can also turn it off, but I recommend that you keep it at TAA, because you can tweak the render scaling and the TAA sharpness, because I put mine to 80 for render scaling and I put my TAA sharpness at 50. If you have a low end card, you can definitely keep this thing at low as possible, but it will look quite a bit blurry. Alright guys, hope this video helped you, and don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up if you liked it, or thumbs down if it didn't. Peace.